What's going on? Happy Tuesday. So excited for this week's podcast, which is about website. It is your gold mine. So we're going to go ahead and get into this. I've gotten a lot of questions about this, and I know a lot of you guys want the class on it. So I decided to keep it super simple and just go back to why you need a website. If you don't have a website, or maybe you do, these are some things that you should consider before you actually hire or get a website done for you. I do have a website template on my website. You can go to celestastylist.com and it's up for purchase. It's a Squarespace. I love it, and it's gonna touch on 5 of these key points that your website should have. So let's get started. As always, thank you so much for tuning in. I would love a review or a DM with what you've learned. Would be amazing. So let's get started with this. And I just did something that you should not do, which we'll talk about this week. And the first thing that your website should do, it should be very simple to navigate. I know you want to put videos and links to every single thing that you've ever been featured on and all this other things, but it can be very overwhelming. It should be very straight to the point. If you're service-based, if I want to go to service-based with you, it should be a click of a button to know what you do, where you're at, how can I book. If you offer digital products, it should be a click of a button where you are. It doesn't matter where you are. I just want to know what you do, who you are, why should I listen to you, and what services do you offer. And it should all be done with a click and a button in one page. I know. You would think we need all these crazy things, and I see all everybody's fancy stuff. Some of them are so overwhelming. I've been on Clubhouse, and that's the thing I've been seeing. It's that you need to keep it simple, you guys. So number one with your website, keep it simple, okay? I already gave you the keys. If you're digital-based or if you're product-based type of business, it's really important that you just keep it simple. That'll be number one. So number one was keep it simple. Number two, quit moving your clients away from your site. I know. So I just revamped my website, and you guys are welcome to check it out. And I've been seeing this a lot too. Okay, here's where you can follow me on LinkedIn, on Pinterest, on Facebook, on Snapchat, whatever like your favorite channel is. And that is such a big area that a lot of people are committing right now. I am at your prime real estate, something that you've created especially just for me, for your dream client. Why are you taking me away from there? If I go to Pinterest, or let's say, for example, I go to Instagram, okay? If I go to Instagram, something's going to pop up. I'm going to get distracted. Guess what? You just drove me away from your store, you guys. So quit doing that. Don't drive them away from your store. Keep them in your platform unless they're going to book somewhere else. It's going directly to there. Make sure that they always keep all their attention and focus inside of your store. I did this test run. That's why I always tell you guys, don't copy what other people do. I have a new website template that I'm using that's totally different than my other business, which is service-based. This is a different business I have now. And I did a test run about what would happen if I changed the links, if I put people to distract them to go other places. My conversion was lower, and the amount of time that they spent on my site was less. So learn from me. I've already done the hard work from you. Keep them in your site. Quit putting links to go somewhere else. As always, this comes from a place of love. You don't want to listen to me? That's fine. We can all learn the hard way. Let's go to número 3. Who are you as the business owner? So this is the other number 3 thing that I'm just like, oh my gosh, you guys, like, no, hagas eso. And that would be that number 3, quit putting only like your product. Okay, so I see Instagram things and social media, and I'm not picking on anybody. I'm just telling you guys are asking me for my advice. I'm getting the DMs. I'm answering here for you. I'm giving you my honest opinion, and you will see it on my own page. I'm not just saying it to say it. Quit putting only your product. I know some people have only put their hair, they only put the nails, they only put makeup, they only put certain things that they think that a client wants to see. It is important that I know if you can do hair. Maybe I want to see a picture or two. I don't want to see pictures of a whole bunch of heads, like back of heads. Like, I really don't. For my nails, I don't want to see a whole bunch of picture of nails. And not just me, but also my clients. I want to see if I'm going to go give away an hour of my time and I'm going to pay you for my time. Is it going to be valuable? Who are you as a person? Are we going to be able to talk about anything, or is it going to be awkward? Think like a client, you guys. I want to share this story with you guys because I think it's really good for, emphasis on this, on what you put on your website. So I have been looking for a new nail place because my last nail tech, they did something really rude to my daughter. So I decided to no longer go there. It was my favorite spot. They did all the works and it sucks. But because of the way they treated my daughter, I refused to go back there again. And trying to find a new nail tech to do my pedicures has been a nightmare for me. So I went to this place. It was the second time because I think you need to give everything at least 2 tries. And I had the same lady, but I noticed some of the things she was doing, she wasn't using the proper things. And I was like, oh, I kind of don't like that. And then I just feel when somebody doesn't love what they do and you feel that energy, I am very sensitive to that. And I could feel that. And I'm like, you know what? This is not the place for me. And they don't have a website. You have to only book by calling them. And sometimes I wish I could just book an appointment and be able to just show up and do it. So having said that, it's so important that you have a site and don't just showcase the nail polishes that if we're going to do a nail scenario, the nail polishes that you use or the cool nail designs that you do. Put some stuff about your services and what makes you different and what makes you a place that I want to go to. I see some places they talk, we're a luxury, nail salon, or we have the latest technology. Okay, that's cool, but are you focused on me or luxury? And what does luxury mean? And if you even look with Louis Vuitton, and I like to use this example, for me it's not a luxury brand. I think it's a mid-range brand. Pretty much anybody can have it. That's just how I look at Louis. But you don't see them put we're a luxury brand. Most people know okay, it's luxury. But then you look like a Gucci, or you look at Prada, or you look like this other more high-end type of brands, there ain't gonna be no price tag. You're gonna be paying maybe a couple $100 just for a belt, or $1,000 for a belt. Everything is custom, and it's that experience that we already know about. They don't have to talk about it; they are being about it. So, having said that, numero 3, make sure that I can feel your vibe through your site. Are you a person I want to spend time with? What do we have in common? Are you the place where I actually want to be at? Not where you say that what you are. You need to be who you are. Does that make sense? So, quit the only pictures of the services. Put some of you, put some of your place, put some of what makes you you, and the rest will follow. For me, it's just because I show so much, I have a strategy with my social media channels that's why I have my website set up as it is. But for you, for sure, you guys, make sure your vibe is in the site as well. Okay, number 4, and if you don't know how to do this, you can Google it. I'm not being smart, but I'm being honest. So your SEO, your search engine optimization. That's pretty much all that word means. SEO is that how you get found on the internet. You can put keywords, for example, if I'm a nail salon, I'll put nail salon in Petaluma, California. Okay. You can do things like that. I think that would be something awesome that you can do. You want to make sure that it goes back to you. So I've been noticing something on the sites. There's been some businesses that are using my name as an SEO word so they come up as well. I personally wouldn't do this, and I'll say why. It has nothing to do with me oh my gosh, they're using me. No, it actually has to do with my business is totally different, you guys. I am not doing hair color right now. I'm only keeping my existing clients. I'm not taking new hair color clients. My business is changing. It's been pivoting for the past, 3 years. And now it's really starting to change. It's going to change completely in 2021. And I am not going to be the type of search keyword that you want to use. And I think it's just like a big mistake a lot of people do. So make sure whoever does your search engine optimization is for your business. You want your name to come up when people are like, if you're a nail salon, when they're researching nail salons in your town, and you should actually really try to focus it on a certain area. Don't try to be everywhere. I'm not gonna go look up for nail salons in California. I live in Petaluma currently, which will be changing. But anyways, you want to make sure that it's really town specific. It's really specific to your zone or your nicknames of your town, whatever it is. If there's a festival going on, little things like that. You really want to make sure that your search engine optimization is up to date and you're always updating it. If things are changing in your business like mine, you want to make sure that people can find you for the certain services that you are giving. And lastly, number 5, be you, be unique, be the one for your client. And I don't say ideal client because, as you guys know, this year I took the word out, empowered, because that means to give somebody authority. I don't need authority from nobody, and you don't need authority from anybody. And I don't think I should be able to give somebody authority. Like, what the heck is that about? So I hate the word empower. I know I've used it for a lot of years. I used it in different contexts, but now that everybody's using it for like, I empowered you, like, I'm like, no, thank you. So I stopped using that. I really want to talk about the last thing about the importance, number 5, be unique to your client. And I say client and not like ideal client, because a client is somebody that wants a service from you. They're all individuals. I don't really believe there's somebody like that is super ideal. They're like, it's so old school. People are like, well, they have to live at this place and have this certain amount of money that they make, and all this BS that I was taught, taking all this education. Not all of them teach me that. I've learned in new ways and amazing new instructors that I've been learning for the past 2 years. And that's why you guys have seen my brand change. And I'm sharing this with you, not only as a place of love, but as a place of, you guys need to like stand out and be different now, because things have changed. The old way, how we used to do business, is not the same. We're all looking for different things. And I'm even telling you guys now as a consumer more, being at home with my kids and, trying to purchase experiences for them and different things for them. The way I think and I consume is so different than March of last year. And I haven't not only noticed it for me, but for my clients as well. Things that I used to do no longer work the same. There's a different need. And I've realized that, so I've had to pivot really fast towards that. And I think it's so important that you're always okay with being unique. Be unique in your website, you guys. Like, make it special. There's something special about you that people want to be around you. Showcase that in your site. That is your digital storefront. So if I don't know you and I came out to check out your website, what feeling would I get? Will I understand what kind of person you are, what kind of environment you're in, what's important to you, and what's important for your guest? Is your guest even important? And I'm saying that because I've seen a lot of websites too where like they're very, and I'm not being judgmental, it's just what I read across from it. Okay, this is just my own perspective. They're very egocentric in the sense like, oh, well, it's a custom luxury experience and only certain people are, designed to do this and be here. And honestly, I don't like that. I'm like, okay, so am I good enough? Like, if somebody saw me, like, sometimes I'm like, okay, I can be a little, like, ratchet, or I'm a little classy. And my sister laughs, and she's always like, no, Celeste, like, you're super classy. You carry yourself very well. I don't see myself that way, okay? So if somebody is already putting a label of what type of person I should be, I may not even go there. And it's not because it's not beautiful, and it's not because they don't have, it doesn't look amazing. It's because you're already putting a word label on what type of your ideal client is, quote unquote. I may not see myself that way. So be very intentional with being unique, but very careful with what kind of words that you use in your site, so just something to just kind of give you context. Just think about it. And if you're like overwhelmed, you're like, oh my God, I don't know if this is unique enough, or if I'm hurting somebody's feelings, or I'm excluding somebody. Have a friend, have your sister, have a sibling, have your BFF check it out for you. what do they get from the site? Is it easy to navigate? One of my superpowers is my husband. He is not tech savvy, poor guy. So he has me, thank God. But he is my little guinea pig. I'm like, if my husband can do it, because that man takes like 10 minutes to send a text, I know anybody can do it. So that's who I use as my guinea pig. So you have somebody like that in your family, just, have them help you out and make sure that your site is unique to you. As always, I do have a template that's out for purchase. You can go to celestestylist.com. You could click on the beauty business link and you'll see all the things that I have there to help you guys out. If you're like struggling with what to put on your website and you want a template done for you, you can totally do that. You just click edit and save your pictures and your wording, and it's like my highest converting website that I've ever done, that I've used for years. I just currently changed to my new one, so my new one is not available for purchase, and it's not because I want to keep it all to myself. It's because I want to perfect it before I even share it with anybody else. So this is your website class, you guys. You did it. So if you have a website, I want you to actually do a goal today. What are you going to change from all this information? Is there something that you want to change? Is there something that you want to add to it? And if I could give you the $10,000 word of advice of the day, is collect emails, love. Use the pop-up bar. Get emails. Use the little announcement bar to go to a place where in your site where you can collect an email. Don't use the word newsletter. Nobody wants a newsletter. They want value. So what value are you going to give me if I give you my website? Think about it that way. What's going to get you to give somebody else, your website, your email address? It better be of value. It better be something like, oh my gosh, I should totally be paying for this. Or this is such an amazing gift that you can totally have my email address. So the power in your website is also in your email address. So make sure if the one thing that you can take away from this whole thing, have an email collection database in your website where people can sign up, get value, and you can have their email addresses so you can keep in contact with them, send them updates, promotions, and that is where your money makers at, in your website. So your website is gold. Take care of it. Remember, is your virtual storefront. What does it say about you and your business? So much love. I'll see you guys here back next week.